I've got a real advantage over the rest of the inductees. I wore my hat so I don't have to struggle against that light up there, so that's a real blessing. My comments are mostly about thank yous. I'd like to thank Don Norton. He was the one from South Dakota Ag and Rural Leadership that put in my nomination, and it's truly is a great honor. Sadarl is something that I was involved in Class 1, and there was an envelope. We'd been traveling, and there was an envelope on the table and telling about this leadership program, and I'd never heard of it before. I had plenty of things to do, but for some reason I filled it out, and it was truly a life-changing experience. It was the first time when I decided I probably should throw away all my clip ties and learn how to tie a tie at that time. So I'd also like to thank the Hall of Fame committee. When Greta called, I was very certain that it was a wrong number, and you need to take another look at who you've got on the line. But it's truly is an unexpected honor, and especially when I look around at my fellow inductees, it certainly is a humbling experience. I'd also like to thank the folks that were assigned to me from the board, Rod Bowers and Erica Peterson. Rod took the time to drive up to the metropolitan area of Union Center and spent the afternoon, and it was very enjoyable. And he also, as an inductee, has an amazing story in a small town. So that was a very enjoyable experience. I'd like to take the time in here in about 3 weeks. My wife Amy and my best friend will be celebrating our 50th anniversary. So. It's very important that you choose your business partner wisely, and I did that. And it's also, I've said it many times, we were building a business and building a ranch, and it's no successful rancher should ever own more cows than his wife can feed. And she fed a lot of them. We'd been married for a few years, and I'd been working construction, and we owned a general store. I always tell folks that I'm one of the few people that you might know that owned his own zip code when I was 19. So it was not a very big town, depending on how many children we had at the time. But we were going along and doing fairly well in this little general store. I was working construction. Come home one night and I said, I've been talking to some of my colleagues, and the Trans-Alaska pipeline is going on, and there's a lot of money to be made. And would she be willing to sacrifice and run the store on her own? And I took off and spent a little over a year working on the pipeline. And it accomplished our goals. So it really gave us a leg up. Instead of just making a living, we had an opportunity to make some real money. So that really helped us along. During the time that we were building the business and building the ranch, we've got 4 sons, and they're all in attendance here. If you would, boys, stand up. So we truly worked them like rented mules, and they were amazing, because I didn't have time to do it. I said, "There's the field and there's the equipment." We had the biggest pile of junk for equipment you ever saw, but it made them good decision makers and good mechanics, and they've done a good job. They also did a really good job of choosing their partners well too, and they're here also. So I want to thank the boys for making good decisions and the girls for being willing to come along. My mom and dad are here this evening, and my mom always was one to never talk bad about anybody. And one time there was an individual asked her about someone that she didn't have a very high regard for, and she told that individual who was asking, everyone's put on this earth for a reason. Some people is a bad example. So. And my father taught me the love of nature. When you went out to a pasture, you didn't just see grass or you just didn't see a bird. We all knew the name of the grass, the name of the bird, all the details. So I want to thank you for that, Dad. And I also want to thank all of our associates that have helped us along the way. We've had over 100 different individuals help us, and so it's been really a great ride. And I want to thank the committee for this honor. Thank you.